Hey, good morning. Today's a big train day, so we're going from Mannheim. We're taking the train to Cologne. From Cologne, we're taking a different train to Basel, and then we're making a quick transfer there from Basel, and we're getting another train to Zurich. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun train day.
We'd planned to bike 22 kilometers to Cologne to catch the train.
We've got to catch a train. It's the only day I'm really stressed about.
But what if our bikes broke down? The cycleway doesn't closely follow a rail line, and in the time it would take to get to a station, we'd miss our train to Switzerland. So instead, we decided to bike to Langenfeld and catch a train from there. Not that anything would actually go wrong, right?
Yeah.
We're
okay.
Yeah,
Something came off, but we know what's happening. Yeah, but thank you.
Nothing is. You are okay.
We can
Yeah,
fix
we're
it.
okay, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, that's out.
So, my
Bungee.
broke and got caught in my back wheel. So this is why we're not biking there. We're taking the train. I mean, this is not why.
Okay, straps. You need straps.
I have straps.
Get the straps.
Okay. They're right here.
All right. Check this out. See if it's rideable.
Despite the broken bungee cord and rear rack stay, my Brompton was perfectly rideable. So we continued cycling to Langenfeld station, where we caught a train to Cologne and arrived with half an hour to spare. Our train was a bit late, much to the dismay of the Swiss staff.
30 minutes delayed. We'll arrive on our next stop today at 11:25.
In Germany, trains are usually running late, but we'd soon find out that in Switzerland, trains are always on time.
My very expensive train tea. Desperate times.
Taking the Scenic train gave us a chance to check out this section of Eurovelo 15, which runs through the Rhine Gorge. It's known for its pretty riverside towns, slopes covered in vineyards and forests and castles, and sites like Lorelei Rock. And more castles. We weren't sure if we'd have time to cycle all the way back here, but after this train ride, we knew we wanted to. Past the town of Mainz, the tracks veer away from the Rhine River and roll between fields, industrial towns, and more fields with the Black Forest mountain range in the distance. Until we arrive in Basel, Switzerland. Here, we got on our last train of the day. And after 7 hours of travel, we arrived in Zurich. I securely strapped my bags to my bike, and we headed out of the station to find our hotel and some food. The next morning, we headed out to see Zurich. We only had one day in the city, and we saw a lot. Our blog has all the details, including photos and maps. Link in the description. But for this video, we'll stick to the highlights. Yes, the first highlight is cycling infrastructure. We are nerds who care about that because, well, in North America, the vast majority of transportation infrastructure is for motorists, so it's a treat, frankly, to be in Europe on infrastructure that's for cyclists and pedestrians. Many of the bridges that cross the Limmat River are car-free. And even the ones that aren't often have separated bike lanes. There are streets where cyclists only have painted lanes, and as sketchy as this seems at first, We found drivers in Zurich to be courteous and attentive. Never experienced close passes or right hooks. Zurich's car-free bridges don't only go over water, they go over train tracks too. From the north side, you can access this footbridge from a spiral staircase or an elevator.
Public elevator to look at over the rail tracks just right here.
But our favorite piece of cycling infrastructure in Zurich was this.
Tunnel under the train station. Check this out.
It was originally designed for cars, but is now for cyclists.
Special bike tunnel. It was supposed to be a car tunnel. Now it's a bike tunnel.
Like many European cities, much of Zurich's old town is pedestrianized. So we walked and carried our bikes. Zurich has some very steep streets. And on the car-free streets where people coexist with trams, we rode our bikes. The old town is full of beautiful churches and clock towers. But what I was really looking for was chocolate.
There we go.
We found it.
Hazelnut, cappuccino, almond.
Chocolate for lunch is the best. As a city built around two rivers and a lake, water is integral to Zurich's identity. Even on a chilly morning, people were swimming in the many bathing facilities that line the Limmat River.
For reference, it is not warm outside. It's like 14 degrees and people are swimming.
And there are more on the shores of Lake Zurich. And of course, there are lots of boats. But what impressed us most was Zurich's 1,200 drinking fountains. All kinds, from old statues to modern art sculptures to utilitarian troughs from centuries ago. If it's spouting water, you can drink from it.
So we were going to ride about 29 kilometers today, but it was getting late in the day and we were kind of tired and, we cut a chunk. So we rode 22.4 kilometers. Just a very leisurely ride. Our average speed was 9.2 kilometers. That is sightseeing speed. We weren't trying to go fast. We weren't trying to get anywhere. We were just, taking in the sights.